Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, I'm going to show you something that's playing out eerily similar. It's really uncanny how similar it is at the moment. Okay, obviously we're coming down. We've got this low here. You know, we're retracing to it at the moment. It's getting quite nasty. We're coming quite deep, around about, what is that, 28 cents, isn't it? On the 18th of June right there that we put in last month. So, you know, obviously if we lose that, we've got an impulsive move to the downside. But what I've always said to you is, you know, greed, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. And one way I always identify that, you know, is overextension from these EMAs, and especially when you're creating big gaps as well, and you're too far away from the 20 especially, you do usually come in for retracement to it. And you can see here, just looking at historical data, the market moves in waves, doesn't it? Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So in my opinion, this is obviously one big cycle here for XRP, and right now you're going through this sort of mini cycle here, potentially coming back up in this new cycle up there eventually for XRP, you know. And all this here, all this noise of the potential upside, okay, would have put people off, and you would have thought you would have come down here and gone lower, obviously, you know. And I think that what you're doing here for XRP is something that's potentially exactly the same here as you did here. Okay, and I'm going to go through this with you for those that are new to the channel. So you can see here, let me drop a level of resistance in just there. Just there is where I think you're going to get to eventually, you know, sometime in 2023, I do anticipate. And, you know, why 2023 or 2024, whatever, because I think that what we've done here, we're putting a macro bottom here, and we're coming from a massive one, and this is a wave 2 correction coming back to this low, okay, just like this was. It's just some kind of macro one coming back in a wave 2 there, and then you broke out there, and then this is an impulsive move, this corrective move, this impulsive move. Do you understand? On the larger time frames right there. So again, what I think we've got here for XRP, I'm going to go through this with you. I think it's playing out almost identical, to be honest with you. I have gone through this scenario with you before. Let me get rid of that dot for you. So what we've got here, in my opinion, is 2 peak cycle like this. I've gone through this with you. Let me get this in for you. So there's one peak. Okay, there's the other peak. This is our current peak, and then this is this peak here, which I think is this peak here. Okay, so this low here was essentially this low here, and then what we've got, you can see you've came up, okay, and you retrace to this high, and at this point you put in this A, B, C correction like that for XRP, okay, and that's a point you came down to this low, and then you can see you broke back up into the EMAs, coiled up over a long period of time, going sideways, and all of a sudden, boom, you broke out, and this is where you absolutely melted faces. You ran into this previous cycle here, look, got resistance, come back, and then you broke out again, coiled up, and then you broke out again, basically in this whopping up cycle here for XRP. So I think that what you're doing is you're just doing exactly what you did in the previous cycle, you know, but people are getting sort of shaken out at the moment. This peak here, I think, is this peak, okay, very similar. You just started a new cycle here, like this cycle, okay. So obviously your primary low at the moment is this. That's your key low, okay, that was a key low. And when you came up, you retraced to this high here. This here is a retracement to this high, okay. And at that point, you came down and you put an ABC correction like that. ABC zigzag correction, impulsive, corrective, and then you sort of consolidated and then broke out, basically. So I think you're doing exactly the same again. You've got this impulsive move here, you've got this ABC correction coming back down to this low, looking for support, and at that point, you know, potentially accumulate and build up and break out and attack them highs. And you can see that if you was to do that for XRP, you know, you would be up there like you was there, running to that resistance in March 2017. You would be running up into this resistance sometime in the future at this previous all-time high. So, you know, what I'm looking at right now is the potential that what we've done here is an A, a B, and a C correction, basically a corrective wave like this. And I think that what we've got here in this previous cycle is an A, a B, and a C corrective wave, right? So what we can do is look at the fibs right now on this correction just there for XRP. So this was an A leg down, this is a B leg high, and this is a C leg drop. You can see it is, okay? And then you start to come up, consolidate, and then broke out, basically, of that no impulsive wave. So this is measurable using Fibonacci, okay? You can get a target using Fibonacci. So in my opinion, that's your A leg of the previous cycle of a large impulsive move, corrective move, and then you've got that impulsive move. This is why I always say to you, it's a corrective phase of a bull market, not necessarily a bear market. This is what I'm looking at right now. I know it feels horrible and you're going to have some massive crash and you're going to lose the March lows and things like that. Obviously it's a scenario, but I just think it's just a massive correction within this massive bull market that XRP is in. This is just something I'm looking at, okay, as a potential scenario. So what we've got here in the previous cycle is this A, is this B, and then this C. Now you can see this C leg here, you can see this C leg here. Look at this huge impulsive move, then this corrective move down. Not a bear market, it was a corrective move of a bull market, wasn't it? Look at it, you never lost the lows, okay? It wasn't a bear market. Feels horrible, and you could classify a corrective move as a bear market, but I know what come after this. Obviously you can see it came after it. Huge whopping impulsive move. So right now you can see ABC correction, you came down. Where did you find support? Where was the target? Okay, initially I would have been telling you and screaming at you 1618 is your minimal target, but just there you found support on the 1414, 0.0041 cents for XRP, and at that point you came up, came back to it, came up, came back to it, but you never lost this low. And look, you accumulated on this range, and this is a weekly time frame. You accumulated on this range of the 1414 in a large ABC correction of a corrective phase of a bull market, because you got that after. You understand? So just there, I think that what you're doing is potentially, not guaranteed, is you're going through the same scenario. You've got this low, which was basically this low in the previous cycle. Okay, this low here is that low, and what you've done, you've got these two peaks. You've got one peak there, which was that peak, then you've got this lower peak, which was a retracement to this high. Everyone thought you would have thought you're in a bear market just there, but you was actually in a huge bull market from this point here, which I think you're in a bull market from this point here, and all of this is still corrective, as crazy as it sounds, because I think that what you've got is accumulation, then this, okay, just like you got accumulation, then this, okay, do you understand? So anyway, this is your bear market. That's your bear market for me, okay, and this is potentially your bear market there for XRP as well, a short-lived bear market where this is a longer bear market, and this is why I always say to you that I think that the cycles are extending here for XRP. It is until it isn't. You know, the way to invalidate that, like I said to you, is lose that low, and all this that I'm looking at, this potential scenario of a very rinse repeat cycle, is out the window for XRP, okay, but hopefully we've found the bottom on Bitcoin. We're going to start to come up, you know, and if we do start to come up into 2023, then the CoinsKid community nailed it, didn't we? Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is a potential ABC correction just here. Now, where has this C leg found support? So just like the previous correction down there, got the 1414, let's take a look at this. So potential A leg, B leg, C leg, okay, so from there to there, you can drop your fibs on, and you can see at the moment, just like in the previous ABC correction of that cycle, A, B, C, we found support on the 1414, held the level down there, and then start to pump back up. Do you see that? Where do we find resistance on the 050 fib? All the way on that retracement to that high, okay? So just there, if we was to go to the 050 fib quite impulsively over the next sort of few months here, you could be all the way up there at 82 cents, okay? And again, you found support on the 1414 of an ABC correction within a larger bull market. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now? This is your bear market, this is your bull market, this is a corrective phase of a bull market, because I think that what you've got here is potential 1, 2, 3, wherever it goes, 4, 5, up there somewhere, just like this was, okay? This is your bear market just there. Okay, this is your bear market. You see that? Some kind of ABC zigzag correction. And right now, what you did here, potentially, you broke out in a 1, you came back in a 2, which was a corrective ABC back down to that low that you put in 2014. And at this point, you broke out, and that's your 3, like that, okay? Then this is your 4, and that's your 5. That's your end of the previous bull market. And then what happened is, just like this short little bear market just here, you rolled into this prolonged bear market, you know, however you want to count it, but that was a large bear market, wasn't it, from the high. And right now from this low, you've basically done exactly what you did in the previous cycle, broken out of 1, came back in a 2, broken out of 1, coming back in ABC 2, okay? So the only way this remains valid in this count is if this low holds. So like I said to you, you can retrace to it as deep as you like. You don't necessarily have to play out exactly like you did last cycle on the 1414, but at the moment, there is a little bit of confluence that it is playing out exactly the same, and everyone is just not zooming out and seeing it, okay? Because if it is the same, I would anticipate you're holding this low, you might see some big, massive, impulsive move back up into the EMAs over the next couple of months here, you know, and then you roll again, and everyone thinks you are in a bear market, but as long as you hold the low, whatever this low is, wherever it gets put in, providing it doesn't lose this low, most importantly for this to be valid, then obviously you could say, okay, well at some point we're going to come up, retest this wave 5 high, which is a massive 1, 2, and this is a 3, 4, 5. Do you see that? And it's good basically. And for me, people get shaken out at the low, and people get shaken out thinking that you're just going to go down forever, and nothing goes down forever, and nothing goes up forever. The market moves in waves, okay, and it's all about support and resistance. So it's quite a bullish outlook, but I am bullish on XRP because I think it's amazing technology. It makes sense to me, okay, in this emerging sort of technical world that we live in. You want these technical sort of breakthrough technologies that are just going to make life better for everybody, and that's exactly what it is, okay. So that's basically XRP. I hope you enjoyed that update. quite a bullish outlook long term, but that's why I would say to you, if in doubt, zoom out. Ignore the noise, ignore the chop. But my projections have not changed. I still think XRP is going to go up there somewhere, wherever it is. Who knows? Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that really overly bullish update. Bye bye.